So this is, if anyone's here, um, this picture that you guys are all seeing is Cass, which is the cat that me and my girlfriend Rose can't keep. Um, this is him like 2 baths after we got him because we found him um when he was like just a teeny tiny baby, and I'll say more when I actually hello. Um, but yeah, so me and my girlfriend Rose were apartment hunting. And my parents had just gone out of town because we were living at my parents' house at the time because it was like for like right at the end of my first year, or yeah, first year of college. Um which was 3 years ago. So I was we're like searching apartments and stuff like that, and we went to this one apartment which didn't allow pets. And as we're walking out, I hear this cat in like extreme distress. It's like yowling pretty much, like crying really loudly, and I'm like, that is not a happy cat. And as we're walking through the parking lot, I see this little guy. Um he's just sitting there, and there was a woman walking by who was like, kind of putting her hand out to like beckon him closer, and he walked right up to her. He was covered in car grease and oil. Like, this is after 2 baths. Like, as you can see, he's like kind of filthy. Um, this is after 2 baths of just like cat shampoo and stuff like that. He was covered in car grease and oil because we found him in a parking lot, and we thought it was like a gray cat. Like, I thought he like legit had like an actual like gray stripe down his back, and it was just like I like looked at Rose and I was like, I we gotta help this cat. Like, we asked the woman, of course, like, is this your cat? And she's like, no, I've never seen this cat before. Pets aren't allowed on this in this apartment. And I'm like, oh. So me and Rose, like, I bent down and like kind of beckon him toward me. I wasn't gonna pick him up like and like steal him away, without like anyone being there. So he came right over to me, like started rubbing against me and stuff like that, and purring like really loudly. And it was just, he was so friendly. So I pick him up, and of course, like, he starts like rubbing against like my neck and stuff like that with his like face, and he gets like dirt and grease all over me. But I didn't care. I just found this kitten that needed help. Um, so I I looked at Rose and I was like, we're taking him. I think he's a him. His fur was really long, so I couldn't tell. So, and I didn't really want like have time to look because we were like, we're going. Like, let's take him and go. We got to get him a bath and stuff like that and make sure he's okay. So we get in my mom's Mini Cooper because my parents were in Hawaii, so they let us borrow their cars. And so we get in my mom's Mini Cooper, and I get in the driver's seat, and I hand him to Rose, and I'm like, you know what? He's really young, so he's probably never been in a car before, so he might be afraid and pee on you. But just a warning. And he did. He peed on her, and so I called my sister to be like, hey, get a bath started. We just found this dirty kitten that needs to bath like immediately. So my sister's like, okay, and like got a bath started. So we drove all the way back home and gave him like 2 baths, which traumatized him, of course, because what cat likes baths? And this is what happened after 2 baths. You can see he's like still dirty, like there's still dirt on him and stuff like that. Like, and then I think later that day, because we called my parents to be like, hey, found a cat, want to keep it? I know you just left yesterday and are gonna be gone for the rest of the weeks, but hey, Rose wants to keep this cat. Because my girlfriend had never had a pet before because she wasn't allowed to. She was also allergic to cats, which I find it really funny now that we have 3. Well, soon to be 2. But, yeah, so this is Cass. We named him after a character from a TV show, but, we don't really watch the TV show anymore, but the name definitely stuck with him. And, let me show you. This was him, like, because we took him to the vet and got him checked out, and he's a boy and stuff like that. So we gave him another bath, but the people at the vet suggested we use Dawn soap, because the people use that, like they use that for like oil spills and stuff to help animals. So Rose took this the next morning after we gave him that bath, and it's raining outside, and this is her favorite picture of him, and he's just so darn cute and so adorable and stuff like that. And I don't know, we just fell in love with him, and we're like, guess we're taking a cat with us to our new apartments, which we got an apartment, not there, because they didn't allow pets, but stuff like that. And I actually have an image slideshow right here, which he slept kind of funny. So that's a more recent picture. We think he's a Balinese, a long-haired Siamese. He's such a cute cat. And yeah, so this is Cass. He's such a pretty kitty, and he knows it too. It's just all these pictures going by, so let me just get this all. Hold on, so I can start drawing. There you go. I took that one this morning before I left. You can see where the carpet is stained from years of use. That's him with my other 3 kitties. Here, let's just put this big so I can... Don't worry about it. He wouldn't stand still, and you could see Mac. It's cool. I was just getting more pictures for this thingy slideshow. But yeah, there we go. I was gonna do them in order. Hi Mac. This isn't about you, although one day I'll do a stream about you. Look how fat these 2 got. That's Mac right here, the orange one. That's Cass. They got fat for a long time. But Rascal, kind of whipped them into shape. So. Also, Mac got sick recently, so that's why he lost a lot of weight. Sorry, Mac. Okay, fine, you can sit in my lap. Hi. I love you. Look how cute Cass is. Oh, he just has the cutest face, and I know he's gonna find a home soon. We haven't taken him yet. We're taking him on Thursday. He's currently curled up in his little corner, hidey hole. But he's such a pretty kitty. That was right after he got neutered. He somehow got stuck in his cone. It was really funny. Yeah. I love this picture of him. This is Rose's favorite picture of him. He used to sleep like this, like all spread out on his back and stuff like that. Really cute. It was really funny to watch it, and I'm just showing pictures of Cass before I draw him. See, look, he used to sleep like this. He was such a weird cat. This one I took earlier today. But yeah. I was trying to get him to look at the camera because I wanted a picture of his like cute little face, but he wouldn't because he hates me. What are you doing, buddy? But yeah, this is what Cass looks like. I'll tell those stories of him throughout the whole stream, just cause I don't know. I got a lot of Cass stories. See, look, he was almost doing the face I wanted him to do, but he kept moving. Yeah, he's cute. Can you guys hear me okay? It's not too loud or anything, is it? He fell asleep like that, and yes, I know our floor was really dirty. This was months ago. Like, this was like a year ago, so. That's all 3 of them. The orange one's Mac. And then the one in the back is Rascal, the new kitten. I love them all. And then here they all are. This is the closest Mac or Cass has gotten to Rascal. Really, they don't really like each other. That one was this morning because Cass was being adorable and making me pet him and stuff like that. Sweet. That was a while ago. Also, look, my arm. You can see my arm. Congrats. It stopped. That's Mac's bed. Cass peed in the old one, so we had to throw it away, so we got him a new bed. This is right next to my desk, to my left. He's so cute. This song is really sad, but I like it, so I'm gonna leave it. Yeah, we have 3 cats. Not for long, but he's happy. He's not very happy anymore. Which is why we're gonna find him a new home. Which we aren't gonna do because we've done it with other cats in the past. Like, cause let's see, like 2 years ago, one of Rose's coworkers had a kitten that he couldn't keep. Had a kitten he couldn't keep. Yeah, that's my arm. Deal with it. I'm white. So we took him in. I named him Indiana Jones. Indy for short, just because he kept trying to get out of the crate while we were driving. He looked kind of like Mac. And, hi Mac, yes. Let's see how clean about you. Mac's in my lap right now. He looked kind of like Mac, but, I don't know, different, because he wasn't an Oriental, because Mac's an Oriental, so he has got that Siamese face. I just, we found a home for him because we couldn't keep him because Mac didn't like him. So, my best friend from, like, 8th grade, I don't know, we've been friends since 8th grade, took him, and, her dad renamed him Kato. I think the Pink Panther is where the name comes from. Just because, I don't know, he's similar to the character in a way. So, I get to see him, every once in a while. He's a big boy now. I was surprised at how big he got. Because he grew in a weird way, and where his head was teeny tiny. But now he looks like a lion. And then, what was it, like a year later, someone, because we live right next to a golf course, one of the maintenance people at the golf course found a little kitten, that looked like, yeah, Mac is, rubbing against the mic. That's why you hear purring, because he's just sitting in my lap, demanding that I pet him while I talk. Yes, I love you. So, that's why you hear purring, because of Mac. But, yeah, so, and our upstairs neighbor knew that we had a habit for, taking cats in, and, it's because he's rubbing against the mic, and he keeps stopping. We have a habit of taking cats in and finding homes for them, apparently. So, she was like, oh, hey, my neighbors, like, you know, take care of cats and stuff like that, so we went and got the kitten. It was a girl. She looked kind of like Rascal, but had more, like, orange, like, stripes in her, like, just orange patches. We named her Mischief, because she was a little monster. And my coworker, took her. His mom renamed her Roxy, and he calls her Trouble. They don't agree on the names. I think it's funny. But, she's big now, too. She was pretty. But yeah, and then, so, that's, and, like, I would love to do the same for Cass. I would love to find someone to take him and something. Like, and so I could, like, just be there for him and make sure he's, like, okay. But, he needs a very specific type of home, and I don't know anyone with that kind of home, and I don't have the time to, like, search for someone with that kind of home. Because he's a very stressed cat. He doesn't like loud noises, he doesn't like other animals, he doesn't really like me that much, even if he does like me to pet him. He loves Rose more, and, that's why he keeps pooping under my desk and, like, peeing on my stuff. So, He needs a home with only like one person, no kids, no loud noises, no other animals really. He just needs to be like alone, but he needs like attention, like love and care. He also needs to be re-litter box trained, I think, because he doesn't use the litter box at all. And I don't have the time, money, or resources, like, or space or anything to go into re-litter box training him, just because I need a room free of pee and like 6 different litter boxes and like time to like make sure he uses the litter box and stuff like that. And I can't like isolate him from the other cats because like it's literally the living room and the bedroom and that's it, and we can't trust him in either because both of them have pee in them. In fact, he peed right next to my bed this morning, and it's just if we got a new place, most places only allow 2 cats anyways, so we couldn't get away with getting in with our 3 cats, and we don't want to risk having to pay another like fine or something for having to get carpets replaced because of cat pee. We just don't have the resources to do it, and he doesn't like the other cat. Well, he likes Mac, or used to, not really much anymore. But he doesn't like Rascal, the kitten, and he's just really stressed, and I hate it, but and I don't want to give him up because I love him so much. But we can't afford to keep him. So that's the reason why. So we're taking him to a shelter. Luckily in my Matt, get your tail out of my face. In our county, it's a no-kill zone, so he won't get killed, and he's really, as you can see, he's really pretty, so he's gonna find a home very quickly. We just have to give them certain, like, specific instructions on how to take care of him and what kind of family he needs. And I'd make it so I would ask them to let us know if, when he finds a home, that, you know, that we get a home for him. But, I don't know, just me and Rosa, like, would be really anxious about it, because, like, what if he didn't find a home right away, or what if something happened and stuff like that. Mac, can you stop? Yes, hi. On the floor you go. And I don't know. Can't just, you know, I don't want to deal with the stress of not knowing, or, like, finding out he didn't find a home right away. And it's just, like, so I'd rather just, like, drop him off there and know he finds a home right away, rather than waiting for a call or a message to be like, hey, Cass found a home. So, yeah.